Hi my friends, welcome back. This is Tanya at SideGigCrafts, and I've got a mess again. Looky. So this is die cutting Monday. Let's do die cutting Monday. And I've got some die cut that I am working with. This is a KS Craft die cut. It's called KS Craft 3D Heart box something. So it's a chocolate box. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Well, it'll have different paper, but it's all decorated up. I did this one yesterday. It's got little drawers that you can fill up, one on this side and one on this side. This is the first one I did. I couldn't find a tutorial on it, so I thought I'm going to come on here, put one together for you guys, so that if you're looking for a tutorial, here's one. So I thought I'd help you out. All right, so I've got all my pieces here, and I'm going to sort through them quick. Put them. I thought I'd leave them out to show you what pieces were what, but I think you can probably figure it out by the shapes and such. You're going to have quite a few pieces, actually. You've got everything you need. Got to cut duplicates of a couple of them, and I may or may not have cut enough duplicates. I'm hoping I did. I think I actually have extra pieces because I think I mistakenly cut a few extra, so we'll get into that in a bit. All right, let's put these aside so I don't lose any. That's probably the best bet yet. We'll go ahead and move this out of the way. Although, oh no, I did. Okay. All right, just in case I need those. Now, here we go. This all the way. Can't tell I've been making videos today, can you? Should have probably put this stuff away before I started. All right, we're gonna need glue. I did use that today, so it should be okay. Now, first thing, I'm not gonna use this piece. First thing I need is the base. So I cut, now you can use thicker cardstock, and you'd probably be in a better place and not have to cut out quite as many pieces as I did. But this cardstock was a little bit thin when I made it yesterday, but when I layered it up, it worked out just fine. So the pieces of the cardstock that I'm using is not that thick. Couldn't tell you a weight, but if you used double-sided thick cardstock, you probably don't have to layer up as much as I'm going to. But just in case you don't have that cardstock, this is what we're gonna do. So on all these base pieces, the stitching part, that's the fold line. You'll see it on all the pieces. They're very well marked. You've got one of these. This is actually the center support piece. That also keeps the drawers separated. Let's see. Let's put the pretty ones aside first here. And again, I may have too many pieces, but hopefully I have just enough. All right, we need 2 of those. I need 2 of these. These are the drawers. So we're gonna go ahead and fold these as well on the score lines. We have 2 drawers, so we need 2. This one we're gonna do the same thing. You don't have to use a bone folder. You can just fold it with your fingers. It'll be fine. Hope you guys are having a great start of your week. Like I said, this is for Let's Do Die Cutting Monday. Our hosts are tagged down below. And let's see here. Make sure to go check out their channels and go see what everybody else is doing. Is this one too many? No, these are for the drawer, so I need 2 of these also. Right? Nope, these are not for the drawers. This is, okay, I think I needed 2 of these. This is the one that's for the drawer. This is the one, right? Is that the one for the drawer? What am I missing? This one. Wait a minute. Hang on. No, this is for the drawer. That's correct. Okay, so these two are for the drawer. So 2 is correct. I needed 2. This one is for the outside of the hard box. All right, like I said, I've done this once before. This doesn't make sense to me. Yes, it does. Where are my hearts? That's why it's not making sense. I don't have my hearts right here. Oh no, the most important part I didn't cut. You kind of need hearts for your heart box. All right, well, we need that. No, I did cut them. I know I did. There they are. Like, I know I did. Is that the first thing I cut? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not losing my mind yet. So we got 2 of those. One for the top and one for the bottom. Fold those on the score lines as well. You know what I didn't do is cut a decorative one of these, but that's okay. For the bottom of it. That's okay. I can do that later. We'll see the bottom anyway, right? Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and construct the drawers first, because that's kind of the tricky part. Let me pull back just a little. Sorry guys, I don't have a fancy system, so I have to use my hands and push it up. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to take this piece right here. I'm going to open it up a little bit, get some glue up in here. Maybe, you know, unclog it. It's not like I haven't been using it. I have all day. Not sure why it would be clogged. Just glue the one side. And then we will glue that to the bottom of this one. So the corner, the very tip of that needs to go all the way to the score line. You want to flatten it out on the score line. There we go. And then on this side, we'll do the same. Okay. See how it's kind of wobbly, so this is why I was saying we need to make sure that we, you know, strengthen it as best as we can. And then we can go ahead and glue this one onto here. This is this piece with the rounds. We're going to take that tab, we're going to take this tab, these little things go to the bottom, and we're going to place that one there. Glue it securely. It's a little fumbly, so you just have to kind of be patient with yourself and get those to line up the best that you can. You want some fast, quick, some quick drying glue. We're going to glue these tabs. Here we go. I think this is going to go a little easier this time. It was really confusing the first time. I'm like, what in the world are all these pieces and what am I supposed to do with them? But I got there. I got there. It took me a little bit of thought. And I hope this is the right way to do it. It worked. So I'm saying that's the right way. Now you can make, there's pieces in here, the way that they're fit. You can make a shaker out of it. You can do some different things with it. I'm just making a basic box today. I'm not going there because I don't want to. That seemed a little more complicated. I haven't got that far, but maybe one of these days I'll do that too. Today, we're just doing a basic box. All right, we have our first drawer. Took us a few minutes, but we've got our first drawer. It's okay that these tabs are showing. We're going to cover them up. We're going to put some other paper over it because we do need to make this much more sturdy than that. So we're going to be putting other paper over it. Let's go ahead and quick do the next one. We're going to do the same thing. Take this first tab. And just place this one on there. That tip goes all the way to the score line. And the side goes to the score line too. Be careful not to go over that score line or you won't be able to fold it. It shows you right where to go. So then we'll go this one. And we'll do the same here. Just line it up. Nice and easy. This die is gorgeous. I love this die. It's, you guys need to check it out if you haven't. And I believe, oh no, that's not them. Because I think they're having a sale. They might be having a sale. But the one I'm thinking of was somebody else. So I don't want to get you all excited and say, hey, they're having a sale, but I don't know. I see some of these sales come through my emails. I'm like, don't look, don't look. So tempted to go buy every single little thing. And I have so many I have not yet used. So. But these RKS Crafts, they're one of my favorite shops to shop at for dies. They've got amazing, fun things. Do 2 at a time there. So I will link their shop below. If I can find a direct link to this, well, I'll probably just see if I can find the direct link to this product, to this one, because I found it in Amazon. It's probably, I'd guess it might be on AliExpress. I don't know. But I got it on Amazon. I wanted it before Valentine's Day. And I wasn't going to wait. I saw it and thought it's just too darn cute. I have to have it this year. All right, we'll close that up and then we'll go ahead and glue this little tab. And like I said, once you've seen it done, once you've done it, it's not that complicated. It really isn't. You just got to figure out where those pieces are supposed to go. And then once you've done that, piece of cake, because this is coming together way faster than the one did yesterday. All right, so there's that. We've got 2 boxes. You can see how they're going to fit together. Kind of cool, right? All right, next we are going to take our hearts. And we're going to do kind of the same thing. So this is where it got a little weird for me, but I figured it out. This piece is the part in here that keeps the drawers apart. So we're just going to glue this into these tabs. We can glue them one at a time. We'll just go here. And just line that up as best as you can. And then here, line that up. There we go. Now we've got this, okay? And then we need to put this one on here. So we can glue. I actually like to glue, how do I do it? This way. Trying to think which is what weight bearing. If I do it this way, it's probably better to put them on the inside. Trying to figure out which is weight bearing, because if you put stuff in there, well, it's not going to be too heavy anyway. The drawers aren't that big, but you definitely want everything to stay glued, right? So we'll go this way, corner to corner, just line them up. You might need to hold it in place a second. Make sure it's nice and glued. Fold that over, make sure it's lined up right. You don't want those edges sticking out. Go ahead and put that against the table, and we can kind of finagle it if we need to. Is that a real word, or is that another one of those grandparent words? Those grandparent words that you always thought was a word, but it was not a word. Now, this is the part, this is the piece that goes in the middle. We're going to do this. Yesterday I did this after the fact because I didn't know what this piece was for until I realized just how flimsy my thing was. Then I realized this is supposed to go from this corner to this corner. This is the support. So you want to make sure these are lined up pretty well, or you might have some trouble opening or pulling out those drawers. So let's just make sure that's pressed down really good. Right there in the center. Okay, and then when we glue, we're going to put the glue on top of that one too. Let's go ahead and glue this one in there. Corner to corner. Press it in there the best that you can. You've got to be gentle, but at the same time, you still got to smooth that down so that it sticks. Okay. We can go ahead and put this glue here. And we're going to also glue this tab at this point. And then we can put this all down at the same time. And I think if we flip it over, we can put a little pressure on that top part and make sure that it stays. Oops, I pulled that off. Here we go. It's coming along, and then we just have these two tabs left. Here in the middle. Make sure they line up real good and that crease is in there. Come on now. You may have to do them individually because it's giving me a little trouble here. Come on, there. We'll hold that for just a second. All right, that should do it. All right, you can see how much sturdier that box is, and you can see, oops, make sure that's stuck down real good. You can see how these drawers are going to fit right in there. Excuse me. Come on now. There we go. So those will fit right in there. But we still have some decorating to do. Now, so that's basically the box, okay? So if you have really good cardstock, that you could, double-sided cardstock, you don't want to do anything else to it, you could be done. You could be done with it being, you know, ugly white cardstock, dirty, marked up cardstock, whatever you want to do. But this is the fun part. We're going to decorate. So we took the other pieces, and now we get to make them pretty. This is the fun part. This is the part where you can kind of go crazy. You can use the other pieces, the other cutouts, and use them to decorate the box or leave it just as it is. Totally up to you. Coordinating colors, non-coordinating, whatever you want to do, it's yours. It's yours. So we're gonna go like this. That one is actually, yeah, I did. Okay, I am actually gonna take my scissors right there because this one kind of popped up just a little bit. It's bugging me. That's much better. Okay, much better. And the layers of paper that I'm going to be putting on here are going to help make it sturdier. Even though they're just decorative, it's definitely going to make it much sturdier. Much cuter. Not just for decorative value, but for sturdy value too. So yeah. Why? All right. Did you guys notice I'm using paper that's not Valentine's Day? Yep. My person's favorite colors are black and red. And she loves flowers. She loves gardening. So we'll be decorating with roses. It's going to be a Valentine box. So you don't have to use the traditional colors and things. You know, the bright pinks and bright reds, and you can grunge it up if you want to. She's also a collector of old things, so I think she will like this very much. Let's see here. This one is the decorative piece. This is the same piece that went here. I cut out another one in black, or in this black print. We're just going to cover that. Again, if you used a strong cardstock, maybe you use like a solid colored cardstock, like black would have been perfect. Actually, I should have just done that. But because actually my black cardstock is pretty sturdy. You wouldn't have to cover all the pieces or anything. But that's totally up to you. And this is what I used because I used stuff out of my scrap bin. Trying to use stuff up, you know. And trying not to cut the new or the cardstock that I would use all the time. So this white paper was actually, or off-white paper was actually in my bin. So I'm using up stuff. Okay, then this one is just a plain, this is the one that went around here. I cut a second piece. We're gonna glue this around the outside of that. Again, every layer that we put on here is gonna make it stronger. Make sure you glue right in the corner there in the crease. We're gonna go fold it so that it fits right in there, and then hold it and go all the way, press it all the way on side two. How cute that is. I love that. Okay, and those are the drawer. Those are the pieces I'm going to use for the outside. Okay, and then I don't need, this one is too many, this one is too many. These are for around that. Ooh, I don't think I meant to do that. That's okay though. These are going to go on the outside right here. Right? Yep. I think I kind of changed my mind on part of this, like halfway through. It looks like I've got some different color stuff going on, but that's all right. Oops, fumble fingers. I really wanted a box that she could keep out all year, that she would like, not just something she'd have out for Valentine's Day and then put away or throw away. Why think my glue is kind of getting empty-ish. I think that's what's happening. Maybe if I stop standing it up every time I use it, maybe that'll help. Okay, there's that. I love it. Do you love it? I love it. Okay, now, next thing we want to do is the drawers. So this part is already, I've already used the pieces to decorate that. Now the drawers, I wanted to use these on the bottom. And this will help to strengthen it, but it'll also cover up all those tabs that are on the bottom. Make it much more pretty. Not that anybody's looking, but you know. And then when this is done, I forgot to cut the piece, but I'll do another one down on here too, at the bottom of the box, the same color as this one. But I forgot to cut it, so we'll just have to skip that for now. We're almost done, you guys. Let's turn on the glue gun, then we can finish this thing together. I think my flowers are nearby, because we're gonna have to put some flowers on it. There's just no doubt that is gonna have to happen. There we go. Okay, and then these red ones I'm going to put in the inside. These are a smaller one, so these are the more decorative. So if I wanted to put this, you know, it would go something like that. I'm wondering if you can make a lid for this, if it would be even, I don't know. Not sure if it would fit. Maybe sometime I'll try to do that. I don't think it'll fit though. So in the meantime, this will go on the inside. If I can get the glue to come out. It's a little bit of a loose fit, and that's okay. Which again would be super cute with a solid, you know, cardstock background. Also, if I had done that in black, that'd be super cute too. This is really helping to strengthen these boxes up though. Okay. And then, so these are going to go around here, but I don't need the tabs anymore. I'm going to go ahead and cut just the bottom ones off. We're going to leave the side ones on there. Now, if you'd use pretty cardstock as your base, or something that you don't mind being on the front, you wouldn't have to do this part either, but this is where we're at. This is what I did. Oh, you know what I didn't do, you guys? I am missing a piece, but I wonder if this would work. I think I can use this one and this one. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just use my scissors. I don't know. I think I forgot to cut a piece. I got the most important ones though, because I can go back and do that later if I can't do it now. All right, so we just wanted to bend that over so that it fits perfectly around the outside here. I don't think I put enough glue. I think it's too dry. It's giving me fits today. Darn. Why is it giving me fits? It's not my day. My brand new chair broke earlier when I sat down on it. You saw my other video. Yes, I'm actually filming this on Sunday, and I did my other video earlier today with my new chair, my new crafting chair. And guess what? Sat down on it. I moved the the whole wheel bent. I was wondering, because I thought it was kind of wobbly, and I thought, why is it wobbly? I've bought the same chair in a different color from the same company more than a year ago, and I'm still sitting in it just fine, and I enjoy it. It's comfortable. It's fine. It's adequate. You know, the price was right. Wasn't an expensive chair, but it wasn't cheap either. But the wheel bent. Just one. I don't think it was welded right. Kind of disappointing. All right, so we'll cut the bottom off this one. I already emailed the company and said, hey, can you just send me a new base to the chair? I don't need a whole new chair, but this is unusable. I'm going to do that and see how they respond before I don't want to go blast them, you know, give them a horrible review. If they're willing to fix it, I won't do that. Because, you know, it's their livelihood, and they're people too, and things happen. People make, you know, errors, and, you know, it's inconvenient, but that's all it is. It's inconvenient if they fix it. If I'm not stuck with a broken chair and no answers, then that's a problem. So I'm going to give them a chance to fix it. I think that's the right thing to do. I've worked in retail and service industry long enough to know. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we got that done. Now, no, this will work. Okay, this will work. We're gonna cut this bottom piece off. And then this will fold here. And then I'm going to trim this one just above that fold line. I should have folded it first. Would have been easier. I'm going to fold it just above that fold line so that there's no gap in between those papers, and that'll work out just fine. It's not the piece I wanted, but it's the same size, same shape. It'll work. Sometimes we just have to adapt, right? And I don't want to have to use different glue. My Barely Arts. I love this glue. Have I mentioned that lately? I am not sponsored. I should be. Should be. Barely Arts. Sponsor me. I'll use your glue always. I actually do. I've tried to use others. You guys have seen me. I just don't like them. Like them, and I'm not going to tell you the ones I've tried because that's not fair to them. Everybody likes different glues, but people have actually sent me other glues, and I just didn't care for them like this one, which is funny because my crafty BFF, she likes the other glue. She doesn't like this one at all, and I try to tell her she's wrong. But she tells me I'm wrong. So, you know, we all have our favorites, I guess, for different reasons. And I like that this one grabs on pretty quick. But she said she wasn't having the same experience. She said that it didn't for her. And I wonder if that has anything to do with environment. Because sometimes glues are kind of finicky, you know? I don't know. I felt like it did. I felt like the glue that she recommended, her favorite glue, when she sent me some, I didn't feel like it moved too much and didn't grab very quickly to me in comparison. But she said it, yeah. So we had exactly the opposite opinions, which I found interesting. But I think part of that comes along with, you know, what you're used to working with. Just like the watercolor situation, you know, watercolor pencils or watercolor. What are you used to? What do you prefer? If you're used to a certain look and that's what you're going for, then you'll use the, you know, or if you're looking for a certain response, that's what you're gonna go to. That's what you're gonna pick up and use. The product that actually does that for you, right? I don't know. I'm rambling now. I think I fell asleep for a while. I think so. I don't know if I'm fully awake yet. I should be. I cooked dinner and everything. Watched a movie or two. Not a movie, but a documentary. Okay, so this one's a little long for some reason. I'm going to trim it at the corner. It shouldn't be long, but it is. This side too. I think this was the piece that was supposed to go on here. I think that's why. Which is fine. It will work. And then sticks up a little bit too far here. And that's important because I don't want it to catch on the inside of the box. Oops. Cautiously cutting so I don't cut the box apart. My Tim Holtz scissors to the rescue. And let's try to get that just a little closer. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so I've got these. Now I've got all these too. And these are the decorative pieces. Now these would have been like the same color, but I got different color, or I wanted to use the red on the outside of these to bring the red together into it. So, and actually one of these, let's see here, one of these corners does not show when it's tucked in, so I only need, okay, so it's the middle one. This one does not show, so I only need three on each box. So the most center flat side does not show. Okay. You can already see how much stronger this box is. Maybe you can't see it, but you can feel it. I can feel it. I can tell. What are the kids doing downstairs? They are making noise. They have been working so hard this week in the yard. They've been off for, well, Matt's got a 4-day weekend. Chloe's off for the weekend. She had actually a couple days too. So they are having some fun. They're getting some stuff done, playing with their dog. They went to a concert. They went to out of state. And then, let's see. Josie and I, we're supposed to go to our family gathering in June. We started looking at ticket prices. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, if they don't go down before then, I don't know if I can go. I don't know. I just can't spend, I can't spend $500 on a ticket. That's a lot. And I know how disappointed my parents will be, but I don't know. That's a lot of money. That plus missing work and, you know, renting a car, it just adds up. Okay, so we'll see if that works out. Hopefully when it gets closer, they'll be like, oh wait, we've got cancellations, we've got tickets, we need to sell them. Hey, we'll give you a better price. Maybe, could happen, right? Okay, so those are covered. So there we go. That's it, you guys. That's the drawers. So we'll go ahead and tuck these in. I'm not going to fill the box right now because I'm not even sure what I'm going to put in it yet. And let's put this one in there. Much stronger, wouldn't you say? Okay. Now we've got our box all layered up, pushed in. I think it would be cute too to punch a hole in here and put like a piece of ribbon or something, just a little tiny one, to pull the drawers out. Isn't that cute? Why is that one cattywampus? Get in there. This one too. They'll form over time. So it's much stronger. And then later on I'll cut another black piece and put it on the bottom there. I think it's darling. So let's put some flowers on there, shouldn't we? Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. We've gone through these flowers. So I've got these. Oh no. I've got these, which I like that color a little better, or I could put them together. I might have something in there. Those are tiny ones. I've got this one no, that's purple. No, in comparison, it's purple. I've got some pink. She doesn't like pink. There's some greenery I need to use. There's a burgundy would be pretty. I could add that in there. Well, as I'm looking, I don't have a lot of red. Those are too cutesy. I kind of like that color. Do I want to add it? I don't want to add orange in there. Nope. But I've got more of those. All right, let's work with what we've got here. Not those, not the sprigs of spruce. Spruce sprigs. Okay. So I'm good with that color. This might be off. I feel like these might be too big. Let's try them then. I mean, they're definitely pretty. Do you think they're too big? I don't have to use all of them, but I'm going to hold them aside. I'm not too sure. I like this one better. And I think that could be the big one, and these could be the smaller ones. But let's see what's in this box. This is kind of a assortment. Some of these were given to me by, I love that one. By Michelle and Mom Souza. And some of them are just kind of collected along the way. I think if I do those, this one's out. I could potentially put some pink in there, potentially. Just a little hint of pink. Maybe a little white one. Something like that might be cute. Do you feel like those are too big? I feel like these are all, because they're all the same size, they might be too big. Let's try putting some of these in there. That might be something like that, maybe. Maybe take this out. What do you guys think about that? I could put, oh, here's another big white one. A white one in there. I could put some greenery. Use that somehow, maybe. Is that too many? Too much? Something. Can you even see that? Am I in the way? Okay, I think we're onto something. To poke these in here. Some of the, okay. I think this is what we're gonna do. I like these flowers. This one might be too much. Maybe, is that better? No, I feel like there's too much green. Something like that. All right, so let me move these aside here. I've got the flowers I want. I've got kind of the layout. I want to cut this. I don't know if these scissors are gonna bust. Kind of want to play with these a little bit. Make them look a little more alive, maybe, instead of flat. Something like that might be better. Gretchen, what are you doing, baby? Dog is restless tonight. I've already taken her out. She shouldn't need to go out. What are you doing, kiddo? All right. I think I'll go this way. This one is really pretty. Is this the one I wasn't going to use? Is this the one I was going to use? I don't remember. Okay, these I'm going to have to stick in here before I put flowers on, or I'm not going to ever get them in. I think I want to bend that this way, shorten this one up this way. Maybe something like that. There, and then I think gluing the flowers to it will actually make it stick. We're going to take that off. I don't need that. And then, let's see, we'll kind of stick this in there. Just kind of stick it to that leaf maybe. Turn it that way. Don't need that. Poor kids, they have been up and downstairs with that dog all night long. He's so restless. I wonder if it's the weather, because Gretchen's restless too. It could be something to do with it, huh? It could have something to do with it. They're still not allowed to take him out yet. He's had his second round of shots, and they've been told that there's been parvo around the area, so the vet recommended that they don't take him out yet. So they're still stuck inside with them here at the house. It's just been really hard. Really hard to keep him busy. So he wants to go out, he wants to go play fetch, he wants to go anything, he doesn't even care. He just wants to get moving, like any puppy would. All right, we'll put that one there. I think that's really cute. I think I'm gonna put, well, I'm gonna use those in a minute. I'm gonna use part of this in here. guys are probably wondering when I was going to do that. I'll put some leaves, some rose leaves in there. And then I'm going to put some more on this other side. I'm going to use these all up, then when it's time to use those roses, I'm going to be like, where'd all the leaves go? And I've got this one. Use this for something. Because nothing goes to waste, right? Except maybe that piece, because that was a mess. Not what I'd intended, but that'll work. And because I jacked it up, let's put... I almost want to stick one of these in, some of these in here. Guys, what if I do? What if I just stick... Oh, yes, let's just do it. It's so cute. There won't be enough pink to... There we go. Oh, I love that. Yes, the pink really does add to the little bouquet. That is so pretty. Yes, 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 yes. I'm glad I did that. Put one over here. And then I'm going to put one right in here to separate those. What do you think of that? Look. Stick it right in there. Look at that. How cute is that? You know what? I would be happy to receive that. I'm going to stick one more rose petals in there. I think she'll love it. That's really pretty. And then I'll put something fun inside. Maybe some chocolate or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so there it is, you guys. There is my Let's Do Die Cutting Monday. We've got a beautiful heart box of KS Crafts. And I will definitely put the link in the description box. Little drawers that pull out for a sweet treat of whether it's actually a sweet treat or not. You can put something fun in there. You can use it for swap partners. Put your little doodads and knickknacks in there. Be your little bits and bobs. But there's that one. And then this is the one I did yesterday. I think they're both beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you were able to understand how I put those together and use yours as well. So have a wonderful day, you guys. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me. Hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.